Yeah, I thought I was going to. I was gonna ride home by myself, man, enjoy the ride. But I might as well take my people with me, right? Let's get on Kendrick other beef, man. In Kendrick's song, he got a line to say, "Don't let no white comedian disrespect black women. That's law." The comedian he was talking about was Andrew Schultz. Turn this down a little bit. And ever since then, dude has thought he was funny, but he don't realize that most of his jokes, he tell them white boy jokes, you know what I'm saying? The kind where it's okay to be fruity and say fruity stuff. So what he said was, man, Kendrick Lamar small, he's little. I could make him sit in my lap. He couldn't do nothing about it. I could make love to him. He couldn't even stop me. And I guess he thinking because he said make love, that's better than I could sexually assault dude. But the thing about it is, my guy, the culture is not here for that. What's up with it, bro? The culture ain't here to hear no white dude talking about sexually assaulting a black man, especially not the black man that we hold as the hero right now. Because while we have all these other black men, Sean Carter, P. Diddy, with all this weird stuff going on, it is so nice to have one just standing up on principles and morals. You know what I'm saying? Married, raising his kids, putting in hard work. Right, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, a dude that laugh at his own jokes just let you know he ain't funny, man. The joke wasn't funny when he said it. You feel me? And it ain't just because of who he was talking about. Like, it literally wasn't funny. There was no punchline to it. You was just saying stupid shit. Now, I'm not familiar with his comedy, the stuff he actually sit back and write and take his time with. But for that to be, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was supposed to be, it wasn't funny. It didn't have the desired effect. And I understand that he is, I don't know what show he on with Charlamagne. What show is he on with Charlamagne? The Breakfast Club? I don't think so. But um, either way it go, Charlamagne would have been the perfect person to shut that down. The school dude let him know, hey bro, you're doing too much. I know recently he has told him he be trying to remain unbiased. And he was telling dude, he was like, man, so let's go back through the timeline how it all started. Cause dude is on here crying about it because now the people threatening his family and his life. Like he didn't, like bro, you didn't understand what you was doing or something? You didn't get it? What, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, well, he's been calling Drake a pedophile all summer. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, one thing about it is he ain't been calling Drake a pedophile trying to get laughs. It's like he was dead serious. He wasn't joking. And he had some credibility to stand on because we have all seen videos of Drake kissing underage girls. I have posted videos of Drake, even though he was acting at the time, but essaying, assaulting men, boys. Even though he was a teenager, they was both supposed to be in high school. I'm like, bro, there's no way you gonna get me to pretend like I'm touching on my homeboy against his will, with his blessing or none of that. That's just not something I'm gonna do. Not for the sake of acting, not for the sake of you, none of that. It ain't what it is, and it is what it ain't. It ain't happening. He wanted to play that role. He was an actor, more power to him. But my thing is, he does sneaky, creepy things like texting Billie Eilish on her 18th birthday and telling her you've been looking at her and you've been waiting on her to turn 8. You couldn't wait for her to turn 18. That's creepy as fuck, bro. It's sick. You don't text no girl on her 18th birthday with your grown ass telling her you've been waiting on her to turn 18. You couldn't wait. And get the fuck out of here. Other little girls they don't even know. You know, they so young they don't even know to not say shit, to keep their mouth closed. That me and Drake text all the time. And the whole world go, you and who do what? And she looking like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is, if you go listen to the stories of these young girls that have been turned out or molested or trafficked or anything, most of the time they don't see what's wrong with the grown man that they chopping it up or they friends with or that they hanging around until it's too late. They'll tell you that like, he was so cool, we was having a good time, and next thing you know, I was pinned down on the bed and I couldn't say nothing, I was froze. That's how that happened. And I can't blame you for being in the situation, because these grown dudes that do that shit, they want you not to be up on game. That's why they picking on young girls. The fact that they like them and the fact that they can get away with it. Or think they can get away with it. And Drake is one of them dudes that, even though he ain't been accused or caught yet, he is always hanging around, always texting. What made you even exchange phone numbers with a girl 12, 13 years old? What made you kiss that girl on stage and then find out how old she was, or should I say how young she was, and kiss her again after making statements about the police and all this on stage, and then you go in and do it again? It's just things. Excuse me. But for dude to think that it was okay to say that he could make love to Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar couldn't fight him off or couldn't do nothing about it. You cross some lines, bro, that could have easily not been crossed. And then you want to try to justify it. Instead of, people get on your ass, and instead of backing off and admitting you were wrong, you was just saying, hey man, you know, I thought I was telling a joke, but I see it was in poor taste. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't even want to talk about that no more. I apologize. We're gonna leave that alone. You started trying to twist the joke and spin the joke to get the laugh out of it that you ain't getting. That's the thing about it. You're not getting that laugh, bro, and you're not ever gonna get that laugh. But then for him to try to, well, he been saying all summer how Kendrick Lamar been assaulting little girls, and he made a song about it, and now that he's the little girl, it's the problem. See, bro, and shit like that right there, you said that, thought you was gonna get a laugh. You ain't getting no laugh, bro. Nobody gonna laugh at you calling this man a little girl. Matter of fact, I'm tripping, because it's like you must not heard the line in the song where he said, you think the bank gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that opening show gonna be your last stop, nigga. Because I'm like, you think the West gonna let you disrespect Kendrick, nigga? You must know you stepped in some shit, you did it, nigga. I really don't feel like you should be planning no trips to the West Coast no time soon, because they stand up for their heroes, and right now Kendrick Lamar is a West Coast hero. Young motherfucking legend. And I'm not saying I hope they do nothing to you. I'm just saying I would understand, and I can also see it coming. Like, I would not be shocked to wake up one morning and have to do a show about this same comedian dude getting his ass beat off the bone. by some Kendrick Lamar fans. Like, bro, and this may be neither here nor there, but shit, Barack Obama is a Kendrick Lamar fan, bro. Big fan. That ought to let you know something. And you thinking just because this man's name popping right now that you gonna crack some jokes about him and people gonna be funny, you gonna be relevant, you trying to be a culture vulture too like Drake. And it's like, bro, when is y'all gonna learn y'all lesson, man? We done with these culture vultures, man. Because people don't realize this is our fucking culture, man. For anybody who don't realize, let me break it down to you. Black people, for the majority of black people, came to America and descended from slavery. Them slaves and the black people that came out of it had their culture stripped away, their languages stripped away, their customs stripped away. But all them different races of black people that mixed up and melted together, along with a few Puerto Ricans and some more down people from the streets, came up and built their own culture, and they called it hip hop. They had a way of communicating, and they called it rap. And I told y'all a long time ago, I'm like, man, rap used to be a way to communicate without people like Dude and you know what I'm saying, the Karens of the world, from knowing what was going on. We had a way to talk around them, talk over them, talk under them. But they watered it down so much to where a dude like D-Lo couldn't hide a message in his music if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane couldn't hide a message in his music if he wanted to. T.I. probably could, but he don't try. All these dudes think. Thing is, guess who can? That nigga Kendrick Lamar. Dude can get on the mic and write a song and put a message in there so deep down in there that by the time you through getting the message, you done got 50 messages. You done got 2-3 messages off every bar. God damn. I need to remember that hole right there if I miss my random time. Oh shit, I gotta be on the bill. Man, you late, bro. This is my second live of the day. I just got off live. But I'm just saying, man, because it wasn't a topic to me at first, because I was under the impression that it was gonna die down and go away. But it got to the point where now this comedian whose name I know, but I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna hype him up, I'm not gonna give him no press. Dude is now playing the victim. He is now on the radio crying like somebody doing him wrong because his roosters are coming home to nest. You know what I'm saying? He reaping what he sowed, and he don't like the harvest. All I'm saying is, bro, that's your work. You planted them seeds. They grew up and turned into some trees that bore some sour fruit. But that's on you. It is. That's why I say Charlemagne should have took his position as the black man in the room to shut that shit down. Even if at first you didn't get it because, you know, like, y'all co-workers or y'all working together, it's been brought to your attention. Now we need you to shut that shit down. We need you to explain to dude the error of his ways. It ain't enough just to stop him. You got to educate him on why he wrong. Everything ain't for everybody. I believe dude is Jewish, not just a regular white dude. And I heard somebody, I can't remember exactly what it was, because it ain't had nothing to do with this. But it was a black dude, and a Jewish dude had said something to him, and he was like, man, would you know what I'm saying, would you want me to be asking you about the Holocaust? Oh, that's what it was. He was talking about 4th of July and Juneteenth. And the black dude was like, man, I don't even really believe we should have a Juneteenth. And dude was like, why not? And dude would say, because it's just a reminder of slavery, of them having us enslaved. They want to say it's the reminder of us getting free. But getting free from what, my ass? He said, let me ask you this. Do you think your people should have a Juneteenth reminding y'all that y'all was in the concentration camp? He was like, hell no. He would say, exactly. Exactly. A lot of people don't look at it the way you want them to look at it. A lot of people don't look at it for what it is. The same way I tell them, hey, look, I hate to be like this, but it is what it is. A lot of these Caucasians are sick as hell, man, when it comes down to their holidays. Like Thanksgiving. Have you ever taken into account how Native Americans feel when you celebrate Thanksgiving? Because the way I look at it is like this. On the day of Thanksgiving, millions of Native Americans lost their life. Thanksgiving was a day that was set up to kill them, to take their lives, to take their land, to take everything away from them. And then, not only that, but you trick the rest of the world into believing that we should sit down and celebrate and eat and enjoy our family, when in actuality we celebrating the fact that these people can't sit down and eat and enjoy their family on this day. They can't. And nobody ever thinks about that. Like, this was actually one of them things when I told y'all before, I'm like, man, we in the hood, we black folks, we gangbangers, we dealers and stealers and stuff, even the killers think they savage. 21 Savage think he a savage. Webby think he a savage. Bro, we ain't no damn savages. We got a long way to go before we is even close to being there. That's what they want us to think. That the shit we do is savage. But I told you before and I'll tell you again. If you can't cut a man's head off, if you can't hang his family from a tree, if you can't separate their family, if you can't cut their genitalia off, if you can't burn a human and brand him, if you can't take advantage of his wife while he watch you and have him in a position where he can't stop you, he can't do nothing, if you can't ship him off to a different plantation when he opened his mouth about it. You ever seen a butler? If you can't do that to a man's wife and then put a bullet in his head just because he asked you, master, why? Wow, then you ain't no savage, man. If you can't take a black person and burn him and then take his burnt body parts and let your kids take pictures with him, you not no savage, bro. You fighting in the street and not paying your rent and not taking care of your kids don't make you a savage. It just make you a dumb nigga. These folks, yo, the same ones that talk proper and put on suits and ties and get married and have 2.3 kids and a dog will show your ass what a savage is, man. Let them get the opportunity. Sad part is, they leader about to come back in the office, so he might turn them up and make their savage come out. We don't know. I hope not. But you know what I was saying. Pray for the best, prepare for the worst. And that's what I be saying, man. We so busy beefing and arguing and doing each other dirty that we have seen to forget. We not the savages. We not. The savages come through. Feeding babies to alligators. What was that dog's name? I want to say it, but I can't think of the dog's name on Django. And he be like, sis, let's such and such on our bitches take D'Artagnan the nigga heavy. That's savage. You see what I'm saying? That's savage. When they was about to hang Jamie Foxx upside down, had that man hanging that nigga, about to cut his little balls off, that's savage, man. Had that man wipe in a hot box, that's savage. She married, but she on a plantation away from her husband. What good is having a nigga to speak German if you can't take her out and show off to your German friends when they come around? Go ahead, gal, speak a little German. You gotta realize, man, they wasn't looking at these niggas as humans. These niggas were real life property, man. For you to do what the fuck I say when I say do it. If not, that shit just like that donkey out there when I'm telling him to plow the damn field, he don't want to walk. I got something for your ass, nigga, this whip. Let me mutilate you. Let me cut you. Let me beat you. Black folks went through that shit so long without having a choice. And now that we have a choice, we don't exercise it. We'd rather go along and get along. And then you got some dudes like Jay-Z is gonna pull his Steven role. He's so smart, he's stupid. Like, bro, you smart enough to be the one to lead us out of this darkness. But you're greedy enough to be the one to lead us deeper into it. Turn around and run back to the light by yourself. Anyway, man. I think that's all I got to say about that. So, don't be afraid to take that long road instead of the wrong road. Sometimes the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all and I appreciate you too. We out.